Rachel, Lisa, can you hear me? And okay, so you can see my screen. Then this is how we install STATA. So I have installed my STATA on my PC. So for you, so to make it easier for you to see what step should for a person who is installing as the first time STATA on his or her PC. So follow me through. So I think you can see my cursor. Is it my pointer? Sorry, my pointer. Here is a folder which each every one of you has, because the link I provided is where you get this folder. So after being downloaded, this is the folder which you will get, and this folder is zipped folder. So when I say zipped folder, it means it has some files contained in it, because there are some things which, in order to upload something in the cloud, you have to zip it in order to be stored in the cloud. So this is a version which you have. And in order to start the process of installation, you need to unzip this folder, because without unzipping, you will not install it. So how do I install this, and how do I unzip this? The first step is to unzip the folder. How do I unzip the folder? I provided you the link for this software called WinRAR. This software is what is the software which helps you to unzip the folder which you have downloaded. So I'm gonna install this software on my PC. I will double click it because this folder is not zipped like other, as you can see. Like this one is zipped folder, my startup folder is zipped, but this one is not zipped. So I will click it. Just see, double click it. Then it will ask me do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Then I will say yes. Then this is a dialog which will pop up after agreeing. Then you will click install. Then I will toggle all to install. I will toggle all so as to mark all. Then okay. Then done. Then after that is when we say you have installed this software called WinRAR. Now let's use this WinRAR to unzip our folder which which is what we want. So I'm going to right click on the folder. This is a folder, okay, which is I want to unzip for starter. Is written start MP. I will right click, then I will go to this one. So as I said, there are some people who I have consulted them on how to extract it. There are two ways to extract this folder. You can use the dialog from the window, or you can use WinRAR to extract it. As you can see here, my pointer where it is, here is a service which is provided by Windows to extract folders which are zipped. So, but I'm not gonna use this one since this is not what I extracted. I will use WinRAR to extract my folder. So when I say extract, it means unzip the folder, okay? Because I want this folder, which is zipped, to look like this one, like this end note of US viewer, because zipped folder will look like this, but unzipped folder will look like this, and this unzipped folder is the folder which you want to start a process doing installation. So I will right click the folder, then go to, sorry, then I will go to win RAR. Then I will go to extract files. Win RAR, then extract files. I will click it. Then it will pop up this dialog. So here is how you extract it. This folder, which I'm extracting, is at my this PC, new volume D, private setups. But I don't want this folder to be in the same folder, in the same directory. When I say directory, is this path. Directory is like a folder, sometimes I can say like that, or a space where something is there in APC. So I don't want this folder start MP, which is zipped, to be located in the same directory as that one. So I want unzipped folder, which I'm going to extract the new folder which I get, to not be in the same directory as this one. So I will choose here. Where do I want to put this one? For example, I want to put it on desktop, because desktop is where I will get easy access to my folder. Okay, so you can choose yourself, maybe gallery, document, downloads, music, pictures, elsewhere, or you can just choose a directory to your local, to your disks. So I'll just use desktop because to make me easier for accessing this folder. So I will choose desktop. I will just click the word desktop, and you will not click the, you will not double click. Don't double click, or don't click on this plus sign. You just click the word. For example, if I want to be in on downloads, I'll click on downloads. I want to be on desktop, I'll click on document, because this is the directory which I want my folder to be in. So I want my folder to be on desktop. I will click the word desktop only once. Desktop. Then after there, I will go to click OK. So here is how you extract the folder. But sometimes this WinRAR will need you to pull the password. So in case it asks you to put a password, you put 1, 2, 3. Okay, in numbers 1, 2, 3. So my folder has been extracted. So as you remember, I directed my extract folder to be at desktop. So I just close this one, then this one. Okay, so here is a folder which I have extracted. It's written STATA MP. You can see how it looks beautiful. It doesn't have that a zipped sign, a zipped as you see area. So I will just open the folder. Then after open the folder, I will just click it again. After clicking again, then you will see this files. So here, these files are the files which you are going to use during installation. So you can see this file written setup. So this file is a file which you are going to use during installation. You will double click it. You can just double click it, or right click, then run as an administrator. But this is a long is a I can say a long process. So you can just double click it, then you let it to load. Let it load. Then also it will want you to give the permission. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Then you click yes, I want to make changes. Then you let it load. Here it is extracting. It is preparing all the environment for me to install it. Still preparing to install. Then after creating environment for you to install, it will pop up there will be a dialog showing like this one. So I will click next. Okay. Then next. During this process, we'll just keep everything at default. You'll just so here I have to agree to the license agreement, and this. So I'll just accept, then next. I will just keep everything as default. Okay. So this step, I want you to be careful. Uh, this step is where you have to choose which version do you want to use for starter. So there are different versions like this one. There is STATA MP, STATA C, and STATA BE. But STATA MP is a one which is powerful. It allows you to do data analysis of various data, big data. So you have to choose STATA MP, the first one. I would choose the first one. Then next, keep everything as a default. Don't change anything. Next, I'll keep next. Then install. So I'll wait to install. You have to give it time for it to install. Now we are done installing, but this is not the last step on installation. So I will just click finish. Then I have done installation for starter, but there is a last step which you have to do ending, before saying I'm done installing starter. Let me do this. You see, I have opened starter. I'll just click yes. Now you can see here, I have installed starter, but when I try to open it, it wants me to put license information. it needs me to get a license to use STATA. So this is the problem I want to solve on the last step. I want to use STATA without license because STATA is not an open software. In data analysis, there are various software which can use freely without paying, and there are other softwares which you have to pay. For example, the one which you can use without paying is ARA and AP Info, yeah, and I think Epidata. So from what I know, but those which needs you to pay in order to use them, one of it is STATA and SPCS. So in order to solve this problem, I will just click cancel. Okay, so this is a step which you have to do in order to avoid these problems for you. You see the folder. This is a folder which I have extracted and I directed it on the desktop. I'll just open it. Okay, then open it. So you see this, there is this folder called cracked.exe. This is a folder which contains a file which will allow us to disable everything that has been which have been prompted on STATA for us to use with license. This folder will help us when I use this file. When I will use this file, it will allow me to use STATA without getting a license. So this is the last step which you have to do in order to use STATA. So I will copy the file. As you see here, I have opened the cracked.exe folder. Then you will see there is a unique file located in the cracked.exe folder. And this is the file which you have to copy. I will copy the file. I will copy it. Here is copy. Then this file I have to copy it on the folder which is on my local disk C, because any program or any software or desktop application which you have installed on your laptop will be directed to local disk C. Local disk C is where all your programs are located. So I have to copy this file and paste it to local disk C, where is STATA. So I have copied my folder. Then I'll go to this PC, local disk C. Then I'll go to program files. Just write down if you are not following through, if you are not plugged it aside. I have gone to this PC. After this PC, then local disk C. Local disk C, I will go to program files. There are two folders written program files, but I'll use this one, the first one, with no numbers after program file. I will open the folder. Then there will be it will display a lot of folders. Okay, so within these folders which have been displayed, I have to look for folder written STATA 17. As you can see here, this is a folder written STATA 17. So this is a folder which contains my program STATA. Okay, I will open it. Then after opening STATA 17 folder on program files, local disk C, this PC, this is where I have to paste the file I copied from cracked.exe folder. Okay, so I will just click and go to paste. I will paste. So when you click paste, there will be a dialog showing you, it is saying that the destination already has a file named STATA64exe. So this file which I want to paste it is similar with it has similarity with the file inside the folder of STATA. Why is this? Because this file is coded for me to allow me to use STATA without license. So I will just say replace file in the destination. I will click replace. Don't click anywhere. Just click replace file in the destination. I will click. Then it will another dialog saying you will need to provide administrator permission to copy this folder. So I will say continue to copy this to this folder. Now I will wait for it to copy. So now I've pasted the file to my STATA 17 folder. So here is when you can say I'm done installing the STATA. I will just close everything, then open my STATA and see will it need me to light a license in order to use STATA? Because at the first time when I opened STATA required me to put my license in order to use it. So I want to see this second time, will I be able to use STATA without license? So I will just go and search STATA on Start. Then I will click STATA MP17. Voila. Here is this is a STATA which we're going to use today to our session. You see, here it is written, you can see my pointer, it is written STATA license unlimited user 64 core net perpetual. So right now I can use STATA without license because I have bypassed the license part. Okay, so I can use STATA without a license. So after this is when you can say I can use STATA without a license, and I have done installing STATA. So now I welcome if there is anyone whom I have left behind, ask you where you want a help, please welcome. If there is someone whom I have left behind during installation of STATA, please speak up before we start our session, because we are now it is 17 to 59. So our session is starting at just a bit second to till the session is starting. So if you have any question, please say before I close the meeting and join another meeting. Okay, so I have recorded this session for you in case you want to review the video and see the process of installation.